big hand for errors, applause for mistakes.
But no one's asked me what I think, what I want, but I'm here to tell you anyway. This is a strange world that we live in, and these are indeed strange times. Oh, if you want to understand us, you gotta have a strange mind.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Clinical Depression. Finding no pleasure at all in most activities. This is a TV show in which we explore the condition of clinical depression and how it informs the culture. We have a big show for you tonight. We're going to be doing sad songs a little later on with DJ Matt Crook. We're going to be touching on the bright side with co-host Evan Fox. I'm going to be giving you some of your tips and your tricks. We're going to find out what I wrote last night when I was baked, and then, but we're starting everything off right now with a very special guest, Stormy St. Val, friend of mine who, if the board were with here's Stormy. Hey. Welcome to the show, Stormy. Thanks so much for coming down. It's 7:31. We have until 7:38 for your segment. Stormy, I had a few conversations with Stormy. She was telling me about some, Expressive Arts Therapy, and she just spoke at a conference last month. So I asked her to come on the show so she could tell me more about it, because it sounds like it's something right up my alley. So. Stormy, what conference did you speak at last month, and what did you talk about?
Hello. I spoke at the Community of Scholars conference.
What was it?
Community of Scholars conference at Leslie. And I specifically spoke about how expressive arts therapy benefits women of who've experienced sexual trauma. And basically, expressive arts therapy is just about using different forms of creativeness, such as art, drama, music, writing, just a combination of things, and integrating these things, these expressions for therapeutic benefits. And so, yes?
Am I interrupting you?
Yeah, no, go.
Okay, my sense is that, you mentioned trauma, emotional trauma.
Yes.
So expressive arts therapy is a way to consciously go into releasing that trauma, expressing it.
Exactly. So, for instance, art therapy, you draw you get an external view of whatever is happening internally, and it helps you face whatever you're dealing with through a multitude of perspectives. And once you deal with it, we then use different modalities such as music therapy, and then how do you face that thing that you're experiencing, and with that it's like that, yeah.
So where would I go to go receive some expressive arts therapy? Is there a center?
So there's a bunch of centers that use expressive arts therapy for different benefits. You can also find an expressive arts therapy, a actual one-on-one therapist through for instance BARC, which is right across the street. You can go to the dance complex and experience yoga and Nia and improv movement, and just a different variety of forms to help you be able to learn about yourself and to deal with whatever shit that you're going through, and there's also a really awesome center called the Arlington Center that offers a variety of resources, and I love them. They have a really good improv movement class there, and the professor, the teacher of the class is also a professor at Leslie. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on in the area. If you just click and Google, you'll find a bunch of things.
I'm really, what's been the greatest benefit for you? What's been like the most awesome experience that you've had?
It's a variety of things. Expressive Arts Therapy, music therapy has helped me with anxiety. It's helped me deal with my depression. And there's been like movement therapy's done the same thing. Art therapy has helped me face issues in my life that I wasn't sure that I knew how to face. And journaling, I journal every day, and it helps me get like different perspectives of my life. It helps me surface things that I did not know I had been going through internally. And yeah, just there's so many things. Did
it lead you to cry it out?
I've cried so many times.
Really?
Crying is good. I cry a lot. I find it good for the soul, and definitely good for healing. When we suppress our emotions, it just screws with our minds even more. You just have to be really, really honest with yourself. What
are some of the negative things that can happen to us if we don't release our emotional trauma?
Oh, okay. So, for instance, the amygdala, which is where in our brain that we store experiences, and we learn to verbalize those things. When we don't express them when it happens, then that function just deteriorates, and then so your brain rewires in a sense to where you're unable to be truly pure, if that makes sense. Truly, it's really complicated. I can't really explain it, but it affects that part of the amygdala. It affects the bronchus area. It affects just your brain in general, to where you're not able to experience life to your fullest.
I can hear that. See, I'm turning 50 this year in December, and I don't want to I don't want to grow old and shut down and decrepit and tired. I want to
live a full life.
Yeah, I want the best is still yet to come as far as I'm concerned. So
yeah.
I want to work through all of the shit and receive all the benefits of growth and freedom. So it's we got 5 seconds left, so I think we'll be talking to you some more. I'm so glad opportunities like this are available. Stormy, I know you got to get somewhere. It's 7:38.
Yeah.
I can't thank you enough for coming down and letting everybody know about Expressive Arts Therapy. We're going to say goodbye to you. Why don't you don't be late, run along.
Sweet. Awesome. Bye.
Thank you very much, Stormy. Matt, why don't you come in here? I'm going to be doing my segment now. If the computer's going to work, let's see. I hit that. And, it does look like it's trying to work. And then, here's DJ Matt Cook. See you later, Stormy. I know. I clicked it. Because what I'm doing is really contingent on the wireless connection working here. I really wish it did. It looks like it's spinning around, and it wants to. Let's see if I could. Let's see.
That's all we ask is that you try.
Right. No internet connection.
Well, even if you can't do it, we still
Let's see. Well, let's see, because I got some clips. Evan, why don't you take it until 7:44? Yeah. Right.
Great. Until we have internet. All right. Wow.
What you got, Evan?
What do I got? Well, spring. Again, like we talked about last month, spring, and you mentioned recently spring and the idea of love and relationships, etc.
Right, the best and the worst.
The best and the worst,
human emotions.
Exactly. I very recently ended a very, very long relationship.
I didn't know that. Are you kidding me?
Yes, I ended my relationship with smoking.
Oh, well, that is okay.
Yeah.
Well, that is certainly a relationship.
It was a relationship, and she was a cruel piece of shit that I just got tired of. Basically, I turned 32 a few weeks ago. 2 weeks ago today.
Congrats, happy birthday.
Hey, thanks.
Did I say happy birthday on Facebook to you?
Yeah, probably. So did Matt.
Oh, good.
So thanks, guys.
Stick together. Man.
Yeah, gotta stick together. And, God, what happened? You know, I was laying on my couch on my birthday waiting for some friends to come over, and we were going to go to Bukowski's and have a few drinks, et cetera, et cetera. And I felt a little pain in my chest while I was laying down. I was like, you know, maybe I strained something. Maybe I strained something. And I'm laying on the couch. My girlfriend comes home, hang out for a little bit, and then I tell her, honey, I think I'm having a heart attack. And she's like, no, you're not having a heart attack. I am serious before you ask. Yes, this is a real story.
She's looking at me trying to figure out what's going on with the wireless connection. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so heart attack. Yeah, 'cause
So
I'm a
what-
long time smoker. I've been smoking since 1978.
God damn, son.
I know.
I mean, 12? You started smoking when you were 12?
Yeah. I did.
All right, I thought I was bad. I started when I was 17. That was a bad boy, man. But
It's young.
it is. But I'd been smoking for, so we're talking, 15
And
years.
so you haven't killed? Well, you're not going to admit that you killed anybody on the air. So you haven't flipped out. You haven't.
No, I've had a few bad days. I've really, it's been a bit of a downward spiral, honestly. Like between the reason I really quit smoking in earnest was because as soon as I started to feel chest pain, I was like, I'm very concerned. So I told my girlfriend, I think I'm having a heart attack. She replied, no, you are not, but you should go to a doctor. I eventually went to a doctor. I did this yesterday. My doctor,
I didn't notice that.
my doctor took an EKG. He did all sorts of blood work. He did this, he did that. And he was like, so you didn't have a heart attack on your birthday, if that's what you were worried about. And I said, great. He's like, but you do have hypertension. And I was like, is that common for people my age? That seems extremely uncommon for people my age. And he's like, well, it's actually surprisingly more common for people your age because most people don't give a shit about their blood pressure till they're well into their 40s. So he put me on a blood pressure medication. And basically I've spent the last 48 hours just kind of don't care. It shut me down. And then, today at work, I think that I read the side effects on the bottle and they were like, may cause depression. And I was like, ha, tough shit, I'm already there. Like I laughed at the bottle of blood pressure medication, and then I
Pile it on, Dick.
I was like, what do you got? You can't do any worse than my upbringing and being a fat kid in the 90s. The worst of times could have ever fucking done. So I'm like, whatever. And then this morning I'm sitting in the kitchen and I'm like, I'm in my kitchen shift. It's like 5:30 in the morning. I'm like, I'm feeling kind of buh. And I was like, I'll put on some music, and I put on fucking Purple Rain. Oh. And I just sat there chopping veg and bawling my eyes out for 9 minutes. And then I started alternating, because this is where the OCD comes in. I spent the rest of the morning alternating between Prince's Purple Rain and Tori Amos's Hey Jupiter, because they have the exact same like chord progressions. If you ever listen to the two back to back, and I didn't want to be too OCD and bawl my eyes out for 35 minutes to the exact same song, because that's just fucking crazy. So that's how that's how I've spent the first 2 weeks of my 33rd year.
Happy birthday.
Yeah,
what was
right?
the term you used? Hypertension?
Hypertension is just high blood pressure. It's a medical term for high blood pressure. It's basically the amount and the force with which blood hits your arterial wall. So for most people, it's
I think I've had it my whole life. Now I know what to call it. Hypertension.
Oh, good. You should probably get that checked out. I mean,
I just plan on having a heart attack
I wouldn't
and
want
dying. Like, no, I'm gonna have to quit smoking.
I wouldn't want that for you. I don't want that for me. I don't want that for anybody.
No.
Now that I've had and it's also like apparently the chest pain was actually like gastro GERD. is what they call it. So I also have fucking permanent heartburn, so I'm doing awesome. Who wants a
Nice,
high five?
dude.
High five.
Awesome. I'm glad you mentioned Prince. It's 7:45.
Let's do this.
I know.
talk
Let's
about
see.
Prince.
I gotta put that on pause. I gotta make it full screen. Bring it back to the beginning. Because I'm gonna be, as you mentioned a little. We talked about. You mentioned Prince.
Yep.
Springtime. I'm gonna be talking about Prince and heartbreak. Recovery, and so let's see if I could time it. Hit play. Hit the star.
So close.
Time we only travel for you. Let me exalt you. You say you wanna leave, but you can't seem to make up your mind. Think you better close it, honey, you better close it. And it's gotta do to the memory. Y'all wanna sing tonight? Come on. I can hear you. That ain't got it. Come on. Everybody, let me hear you.
It is time for Sad Songs with DJ Matt Crook. Matt, you want Jackson or the beard guy?
I want the well, they're two bearded guys.
Yeah. Well, let's go with the hardcore. fucking
Okay,
bit.
so basically, since I've done the show and dropping my clipboard, it's like college radio, and it doesn't really matter, you know.
No, it doesn't. Nobody's
You know,
watching.
I'm not flummoxed at all, you know. I'm not flummoxed at all. So I've done the show, and two people have been mentioned to me. This first one is Slavoj Žižek. He's a Slovenian philosopher and funny motherfucker too. Very inappropriate and very funny. And just Google "cut off the balls." Cut off the balls. Just you should Google that.
Cut off the balls.
Yeah, cut off the balls. That's what he does. And also, and let's go to the next bearded
Let's
man.
see. Yeah. Just click on it.
Oh, that's it.
There's no beard there.
Oh, well, that's just Jackson, man.
Oh.
Those are the only two. Did I fuck it up? Who's the other fucking guy?
Mark Hamill now.
Well, yeah, Mark Hamill in the new Star Wars. That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. I fucked up, man.
That's all right.
So Mark Hamill. Who's Mark Hamill?
My hero in '77, man.
Is that Luke Skywalker?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
He's got. It's all about the beard. So it's.
Damn it.
You know, I never looked like any of these guys before, right? And I don't really.
Well, you got the beard working.
I do. It's like a Muppet now. I feel like. You know?
I grew one out, and I got so much attention for it. All kinds of people just wanted to come up and talk to me, because I don't know why.
And I say, you know, like, oh, it's a great beard. And I say, always thank you. And I say, oh, you know, everyone needs a hobby. You know, everyone needs a hobby. So
It's a conversation starter. You're
Yeah,
looking
and
good.
I found it's very little work to sleep and grow and walk around and grow. So you know, do that. But anyway, so what was I going to say? Oh yeah, another thing. I have 0 issues. I thought everyone should know that.
I knew that.
You know, besides that, you know, having lifelong struggles with this whole depression thing, and it's so you figure like one physical aspect has changed me to look like 2 other guys. So depression is an emotional aspect, sort of like that beard in your head. Changes everything, so you got to shave that goddamn beard. Nothing against facial hair in the present. Shave it whichever way you can. Exercise, like you said, Johnny. Medication works for some, doesn't work for some. You know, therapy works for some, not for some.
I smoke pot.
Yeah.
Whenever I could get it.
Yeah,
For free.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? There was a pin from the '60s that said, "Keep me high, and I'll ball you forever." So
There you go.
You know, words to live by, words to have sex by.
I don't disagree.
No, and it's impossible at times when you feel like that to reach out, but shit, try your best. And also, if you see someone and know someone, God damn it, call them. They may not call you back for weeks.
You know, Matt, it was you who started this show. We got to talking one day at the coffee shop at 1369, and you happened to mention depression, and it just lit a light bulb in my head. I was like, let's do a TV fucking show about it. Matt, let's play some music. What do you got, man?
Okay, we got Jackson C. Frank, born in 43 and died in 99. Basically at a self-titled LP in 65. Produced by, what was his name? God damn, it's Paul Simon.
Oh, you want to hear it?
Let's hear it now.
I think Prince would like this.
Yeah. The funny story about him, I mean, it's been covered. You probably heard that by any other artist, but holy shit, that's good stuff. And I think it's funny because, when I used to feel like shit, people would say, well, get it out in your music. And I said, I can't even get that far, So it's great that even though he
10 seconds.
suffered from stuff, hey,
Let's go check him